What's up, everybody? Welcome back to College Circuit. We know that you've had a little bit too much Eli in your life as far as hosting goes, so he's taking a little bit of a break. I'm Lane. I'm going to be your host for today, and I've got a great group of co-hosts with me. We can go down the line. You guys can introduce yourselves.
Hey, it's Amiri. I'm back from a couple episodes ago, but I'm glad to be here.
Oh yeah.
Hello, I'm Sean Smith. This is my first time being here, and I am glad to begin this conversation with you all.
And I'm Willie. I'm your regular board op here, and that's about it.
Willie's back on boards.
Yeah.
And we've got a bit of a different topic that we're going to be talking about today. It's something that I know is very near and dear to me as someone who loves to eat food. We're going to be talking a little bit about food. We're going to be talking about meal plans. We're going to be talking about budgeting, friendly meals. First and foremost, I just want to get it out there. What's everybody's eating situation here? How do you guys eat on campus?
Well, I have a meal plan, so,
Right.
But I also like using my dining dollars for Chick-fil-A.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, I also have a meal plan as well, and I do also sometimes use my dining dollars.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do eat off campus, like some of the Chinese food places. And some pizza.
For sure. Willie?
I do not do either.
Oh,
I
okay.
cook.
I'm
Okay.
special.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. No, I find it a bit easier to try to budget my own money and see how much I can cook, because I can make a couple meals. Like, I can make about 3 meals, course them out, and that covers me for the entire week. And then I've spent, like $30?
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think that that's just generally easier than a meal plan, or?
It really depends on what you're wanting to do with it. Like, it also depends on like how often you want to eat a certain thing. Like,
Sure.
I can eat a sandwich every single day if I really wanted to, but I mean that's just not gonna,
You're
taste-
gonna get sick of it after a while, is what
exactly.
I say that because as somebody who is also kind of dealing with like the idea of a meal plan, because I know that initially, like starting off, I was like very gung ho, like I'm doing the meal plan, just because when you're a freshman, you come in, it's new. It's like let me do the meal plan because I like want to try all the food they got. I want to like dip my toes in everything. I was doing that. I don't know if anyone else does this. I still do this. You get the 5 like swap outs where you can go to Chick-fil-A. It's like a part of your meal plan. You like give up like a
I heard about
swap
that. Yeah.
so that you can get like a free thing at Chick-fil-A. I always do that because like I'm sure the output is probably still like a crazy amount of money that I've spent like doing the swaps, but like I don't know, dining dollars is just like straight up like I'm just like putting away like a chunk of money to go towards like these different things on campus. But I say that because I don't know, now that I'm in Arborview where we have like, a stove and an oven and all this stuff, I don't know whether I want to stick with like my meal plan and like go to the dining hall constantly, or if I want to switch over to like doing cooking at home.
Yeah.
So what's your opinion on that? Do you think that generally it's better to just take the money you would be spending on a meal plan and like cook for yourself? That can go out to everybody, but I was, because Willie is kind of different from all of us, but
Well, I feel like that I don't really have like a personalized kitchen. I stay in Center Point.
right.
So
Which is, yeah.
no, sorry, I stay in the Oaks. Sorry, that was.
They're
slip-up.
relatively the same. I think the Oaks has like kind of like some sort of cooking area where you
Yeah.
Yes.
have like a stove and stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
There
Centerpoint
is.
doesn't have that.
It does on certain floors. It's
my floor.
only on like the 1000 side, and it's on certain floors they have the kitchen, just
Yeah.
not every
Yes.
floor.
I kind of don't really think about like cooking as much because it requires time and effort. And since I'm always like moving around from class to class and like different clubs, I feel like that having a meal plan and having like a set option towards where I can get my food is definitely important to me. Though I can definitely see if you're like in Arborview and you have your own kitchen, that the only thing you probably need to do is start grocery shopping. But usually it just depends on your own situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my roommates have they don't have a meal plan. They just cook, so they do just grocery shop at like Aldi and then make their own things. So, yeah, I see like both sides because I'm the one that eats at the Z6 and they cook.
Yeah.
So.
I'm the same way. Like my roommates all are on like a 7 7 swipes a week, which to me
Yeah.
that's nuts.
Yeah.
You're slotting out legit a meal a day that you go to the dining hall, and I'm like, I just feel like I'm going more. Like, even if it's like twice, like in the long end, that's like what? That's like 14. That's 10 plus regardless. So it's like it's weird for me to be like 7. I get 1 meal a day, and then everything else is on me.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean that differs.
I don't know. To me, it really depends because sometimes if I'm out with friends and they want to go to the dining hall,
Right.
then yeah, I'll pay for it. But also, like, keep in mind, like, that's like $13.
I was about to say, and I don't even know how much it costs to like pay to eat at the dining hall.
Yeah, I heard the to-go place you have to pay for those, and it's just
Yeah.
like $12.
Not for me. For me, because I have the
Oh, yeah, you have the little
swap
thing.
outs, I get that for free.
Yeah, I have that meal plan too.
Yeah, which, dude, to me, it's like so, especially like in the instance of like I'm right next to, Arborview's right next to Z6, so it's kind of like I could sit in Z6 and just like eat by myself, or I could go get a to go and then I could go back to my apartment and like watch TV and
Right.
eat food. It's like I don't know.
I also it really depends. Like for me, I can make a whole meal out of just popcorn. Okay, so like I buy $4 for $4 box of popcorn. That gives me 4 different packets. That's 4 different meals. That's lunch for a day.
That's insanity.
But like okay, but like
I
think
mean,
about it.
I'm gonna be like,
You're living
you
cheap.
could definitely
Popcorn for
you
lunch?
could look at the two of us.
It's good. It's
You
a good snack.
Sure,
Gonna
but
be
like
good.
you look at the two of us, Willie. It's like
Yeah.
night and day. It's like you could survive off like a bucket of popcorn.
Yes, I
Me,
can.
I need like 3 bucket of popcorn, bro,
Literally
and that is
eat a
so
meal.
unhealthy.
I save my popcorn for movie night.
Exactly.
That's fair. That's
and
fair.
also like you're wasting the movie night popcorn, bro. I don't know. I feel like it's definitely give or take, and I don't know, Willie.
It depends because I bought 3 weeks worth of groceries this week. Okay,
Dude, and how much is that?
well, okay,
For 3?
One, if you're not on the Kroger app where you get the Kroger Plus card, get that. It will save you so much money.
Just any Target, Walmart.
I got $110 worth of groceries only for $90.
Oh
For
wow.
about $90. I saved almost $20 worth of groceries because I had that and I had some coupons clipped and stuff like that. They do weekly coupons. It's really good to save, especially if you want snacks. They do it all the time for snacks, cereals, all that kind of stuff. If you're still doing a meal plan, you can save a lot of money with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And beyond that, it's just also really good if you're like doing 3 weeks worth of groceries. I can space that out. Yeah, I spent a good amount of money on that, but I'm gonna get my bucks worth as I space that out.
Yeah. All right, guys. In a recent survey, almost 53% of full-time college students ages 18 to 22 drank alcohol in the past month. That is why Wolf Sports Network and Wolf Radio's Drink Responsibly campaign is here to remind you there is no drinking under the age of 21. Never drink and drive, even if it's 1 beer, and add food and water when you drink so you don't end up texting your ex, which means know your limits. Also, Wolf Radio and Wolf Sports Network are proud to help reduce the 21% of adults with low literacy skills. We are collecting new and gently used books for every UWG pre-K student monthly. Give today by visiting thewolfUWG.com/bookdrive. That's thewolfUWG.com/bookdrive. We'll be back in just a minute after a quick song break. Or we're back. We're back with Campus Resources. Guys, we were talking a little bit about our own personal meal plans and how we eat on campus, but we know that that's not, how it is for everybody on campus. We understand that there are some people who may need some help with their meal plans, how to get food, that sort of thing. So there are a few campus resources that specifically are designed for these people. For instance, there is a meal vouchers program where students with a verified financial need can stop by the office of the Vice President for Student Affairs, located in the Campus Center Suite 200 from Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and receive up to 3 meal vouchers to eat in the dining hall. So I feel like that's a pretty solid resource for anyone who just isn't able to actually afford like a meal plan, but still is interested in eating on campus, or maybe can't afford to make meals for themselves, that sort of thing. There is also the UWG Basic Needs Center, which is located in the Health Services Building. The Basic Needs Center at the University of West Georgia is available to assist all students who need temporary food, hygiene products, toiletry items, and academic supplies. Students are welcome to come shop for their needs from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays by appointment. I've actually been to the UWG Basic Needs Center, not to actually get anything, but just to scope it out. I don't know if anyone's been to kind of like the pack shacks that are here on campus.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that, but it's specifically designed for like those basic needs, like toothbrush, toilet paper, also things like food, water, that sort of thing. So it's sort of designed for people who very specifically just need to get those, like, they even had stuff like pencil, paper, things that even like, if I'm like, I don't have this for like a class and I need it, but I don't have time to like run to the store and get it, like things like that. It's just there as a way to be available for people who need like their basic needs met. So it's a pretty cool service that is provided. I encourage anyone who needs help in these fields to check them out. They're super helpful. Aside from that, there is also a really awesome, community on campus that runs a super cool organization. I didn't even know about this, but like it low-key answered a question of mine about something that happens on campus that I didn't even think I needed answered. It's called Wolves Don't Waste. I don't know if anyone's familiar with it.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Me too.
Essentially how it works is following a day of, at a Z6 or EC where people are making food. They have tons of food out, tons of food left over. You would think that all this food just like gets dumped or it gets put in like a container and thrown in the fridge in the back. But what Wolves Don't Waste actually does is they go and get this food that is left over from EC and Z6. They box it up and they put it in a fridge that is available on campus for students who need quick meals or who can't afford a meal plan to go and actually get food that is served at the dining hall, albeit, left over, free and available to eat. I think that's super. I think that I never even like fathomed how that kind of food is dealt with after the fact. That's one of the few things, like, even in like, I don't know, like fast food, it's kind of like you have all this food left over. Where does it go?
Right.
The idea is that Wolves Don't Waste. They actually take it and they put it in a fridge that's available for students to use on campus. So I think that's a really cool resource. What do you guys think?
Nice. I think that's really nice and resourceful. Like, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree as well, because like I never really thought about where they really put the food. I know that they probably do make it fresh, but I don't know where else they would actually put the food in.
Right.
But I think that is a cool way to actually recycle and at the same time actually be helpful for anyone with needs.
I remember, don't tell me why I remember this, but when I was like in I'm an Eagle Scout. When I was in Boy Scouts, I remember conducting a project of some kind where we tried to create a service that was specifically catered towards handling food that was like this. Like, we would go to an establishment for like a summer camp and we take all the food that was left over and donate it to a food bank or give it to a homeless shelter, because you never really think about what this food is being used for once, it's made and people have ate it, not ate it, that sort of thing. So I don't know. I think that's a really cool service.
Yeah.
Binge drinking is consuming 5 drinks or more on one occasion for males and 4 drinks or more for females. However, some college students drink at least twice that amount. That is why Wolf Sports Network and Wolf Radio's Drink Responsibility campaign reminds all our wolves to stay safe when drinking. Never drink under the age of 21 and always have a designated driver. Oh, and throw in some good food while you're at it. In 2023, the Georgia Governor's Office stated 21% of adults have low literacy skills. The U.S. Department of Ed reports that children with access to print reading materials have better literacy rates. Wolf Radio and Wolf Sports Network's ongoing book drive will provide a new or gently used book to every child at UWG's pre-K monthly. Give today by visiting thewolfuwgradio.com/book drive. That's thewolfuwgradio.com/book drive. Wolf Radio invites you to celebrate College Radio Day. Tune in from September 30th to October 1st to hear the voice of the people, which includes a kickoff celebration at the Grassy Triangle. Celebrate the voice of the people and what it means to be yourself. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back after a quick song break. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be doing a little bit more talking about meal plans here. Specifically, I want to talk to you guys about friendly budgeting. I think it was last week we filmed a little thing about where I was giving you guys my tips on how to make some friendly, budget-friendly meals. Classic ramen recipes, classic grilled cheese recipes, type of things that college students are very well known for eating. I wanted to get your guys' recipes. Give me your budget-friendly recipes for food that you guys make when you are running low on money and you know that, you got to eat. What's your go-to?
All right. So my go-to is, especially when it's like late night,
Yeah.
is an easy quesadilla.
Of course.
Just like put it on the stove,
Mm-hmm.
cook
Oh,
it
yeah.
real quick, make 4 of them,
Right.
eat it, and then after that would be Red Baron pizza. And then-
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my go-to.
That's pretty good.
I'm noticing, Willie,
yeah.
and congregation, that food when you're broke is super carb heavy. Because like
It tends to
ramen,
be.
grilled cheese quesadilla pizza, like that's grains. That's grains
Yeah.
heavy. I want to know if anyone has anything different. Or is it just grains?
No, I mean, okay. You want to talk about really like budget friendly stuff? Okay, get yourself a box of ramen. Okay, for $5, you got
Right.
30 boxes, little 30 things of ramen. That's 30 meals. Think about how many weeks that is. That's anyone want to do that math? I don't really feel like doing
It's
that math,
something
but,
like
it's-
4. That's
yeah,
like a
somewhere-
month. It's a
somewhere,
month.
Yeah. So it's pretty good.
You will also be the ocean.
But it's not
Healthy.
no, it's healthy. It's healthy.
What-
It's just carbs.
what
It's, you
about
said
it is
not,
healthy?
well, for
I mean, you
starters,
need carbs.
you
The thing
do.
is if you eat ramen every day of your life, you will become the ocean because it's so much salt, dude. It's
What's y'all's
insane.
favorite like ramen flavor?
Beef.
I like beef,
Beef.
too. I'm a beef.
If you
Y'all are all beef people. I'm
Yeah.
chicken.
chicken's
Oh.
okay.
I like
Okay.
beef or
Chicken.
chicken though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but beef for sure. What's your go-to?
For me, usually, I do the ramen thing.
Of course.
A box of ramen, usually. But in order to make it lesser on the salt,
Mhm.
usually I kind of just get like a bunch of cans of SpaghettiOs.
Oh, yeah.
usually.
Nice.
That's good.
Like
Okay.
you can, I think they're like only like maybe a couple of cents per can. So
Right.
like
Yeah.
you can buy like maybe $20 and then get a bunch of cans. And if you have like a little, like one of those electric like pots,
Mhm.
then you
Yeah.
can warm them up for yourself.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
ramen isn't that bad though, because the Japanese though they eat it all the time.
They do.
And they have like natural flavors. So
Right.
maybe if you have like a normal ramen base,
Uh-huh.
and then you can like season it with whatever you want, and then it could be more healthy.
That's kind of what I mean, I still throw the packets in, but like the way that I kind of make it is like, yeah, I kind of toss all my own stuff in it. I put the garlic salt, soy sauce. I mean, soy sauce is just salt juice.
Basically.
So it's like, but dang. I was hoping that maybe there would be some diversity and
Mhm.
like
I
maybe
mean,
there'd be
okay.
somebody who's like, "Oh, I know how to get like a cheap like chicken. You just ground up some chicken, put
I
it
mean,
over
you
some
can't-
rice."
Okay. Biggest tip: if you want to not worry about whether or not your chicken's going to be cooked or not, get a already cooked rotisserie chicken. Get it. Yeah, it's
From
gonna
Walmart.
Walmart, Kroger, anywhere. It's gonna cost you probably somewhere around like $6 to $8. But you do that if you're willing to tear it up. You can get some really good like shredded chicken that can make some good burritos,
Yeah.
quesadillas, all that kind of stuff. And then if you know, I'm trying to think other like because you said can't like not carb heavy. Everything that I can think
I
of
mean,
is
look,
somewhat carb
The
heavy.
thing about food is like if it has bread in it,
Mhm.
it's carb heavy.
mean,
Unfortunately.
yeah.
But my point being is like when like you look at something like ramen, that's only carbs. There's nothing protein about that.
Okay,
Like-
one of my go-tos is when I go to Kroger, I get some just normal bread. Okay, that's about $2.
Yeah.
$2. Then besides that, then I get some turkey. That's gonna maybe put me at maybe like 6. Then maybe do some ham. That's another like 5. So some cheese, that's 3. You put that all together. I'm gonna say, let's say $20. $20, I can make I have enough sandwiches to make at least a meal just about every single day. Not saying that I want
For
to
how
eat.
long?
For about a week, I would say.
Okay.
Anywhere between 5 to 7 days, depending on how
In this
fast the meat
economy,
goes out.
In this economy.
you're making $20 week-long sandwiches.
Yes.
Dude,
Okay. Well,
that's 2 pieces of bread and deli ham. Like that's all you're getting, dude. Like
It's okay. It's living cheap, but also that's good protein. It's good
sure. I
protein,
mean,
but
like
it's
no.
small.
I mean, like you're right. Like you're not gonna die
Mhm.
off a ham sandwich every day.
No,
For a
you're not.
week.
Well,
But
oh, sorry.
God, that's rough, dude.
Also, I'm gonna
That's-
say it. If you've got a microwave or an oven, a good Stouffer's lasagna, you can make that into 3
Yes.
meals. That costs
love
you
lasagna.
maybe $10. Split that up. That's like $3 for 3 meals.
dude, frozen meals like that's your ticket out.
Right.
Frozen meals are your ticket out. You're not gonna get anything that's like gonna be like exceptional. It's like let me replace this with actual food,
Mhm.
but like that's how you live. Like as like somebody who needs to like save money, microwavable meals. That's your ticket. That's certainly your ticket. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
I love a good chicken nugget too. So,
Yes.
like air fried chicken nuggets, just
Mm.
like perfect.
Dude, air fryer
Okay, I'm
is
gonna
so
tell you,
expensive.
if
They
you're
are.
if you're willing to spend just a little bit more money, it is more worth it to go after Purdue chicken than Tyson.
Mm.
Because, and maybe this is just my own opinion here, but Tyson sometimes tastes just a little bland,
Yeah.
and it tastes a little fake.
See, I don't even be thinking about chicken brands.
Yeah, frozen food's not like as fresh as you might think it would be, especially with like chicken nuggets as well. I rather like maybe try to have my handle on ramen because at least then you know that it's just the ramen itself is just. Like,
I mean, it's like the perfect college food.
It
pretty
is.
much.
It is.
It
Just
is.
put water in it and heat it up, and you're good. There it is. There's food. There's dinner. That's lunch. That's breakfast. That's everything.
Literally.
That's everything.
Yeah.
Moving away from that, I want to talk a little bit about some upcoming events here on UWG campus and a few events that are taking place in Carrollton. I want to hear what you guys have to say about these events. Some of them are super interesting, and I'm looking forward to them. We have on the 17th. What day is that? That's coming up. That's like tomorrow, the day
Yeah,
after.
that's tomorrow.
It's
Yeah,
tomorrow.
that's
Okay.
tomorrow. Literally
tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Meet Your Peers event, which sounds like a lot of fun. Also, tomorrow is going to be the 4v4 volleyball tournament. We had the 5v5 basketball tournament. I believe that was last week, maybe on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. Shout out to Snoo. They won that tournament. I was actually there, saw it. It was great couple of games. We have on the 20th, which is 3 days, or I guess it's 4 days from now, UWV versus the Eastern Kentucky Tailgate. So I think that's football, if I'm not mistaken. On the 22nd, it's going to be Bystander Responsibility, who is going to Health and Safety Week. And then the day following that will be Safe Sex is Sexy, HIV testing. They're going to be going around campus having that, which is a super cool resource for anyone who needs to have that done. Also in the Carrollton area, we have a Carrollton Yoga and Healing Arts Fest. That's going to be on the 20th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then, this sounds pretty cool. As a theater nerd,
Okay.
Carroll County Community Theater is going to be doing Boeing from on the 20th from 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. That sounds like fun. And then a pretty big one coming up. We mentioned it last week. We're going to mention it this week. We're going to keep mentioning it. September 30th. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of a blurb later on about it. September 30th is going to be College Radio Day here for Wolf Radio and Wolf Sports Network. Very much looking forward to that. Looking forward to having our 24-hour live broadcast. That is going to be super fun. Getting to hang out with you guys, getting to play fun games, just hang out with everybody. What are you guys is looking forward to most about College Radio Day?
I can't wait for the kickoff.
Kickoff.
It's gonna be
Kickoff's going to be a lot of fun.
I heard that we are going to do a kickball game. I'm interested.
Kickball
Oh, I'm
game.
so excited for that.
And I was the only one to sign up on Wolf Radio's
No,
behalf
no, 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 no.
to play
No, no,
in the kickball game.
No, I'm also signed up for that.
Okay, Willie.
And Layden.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
But you
people.
didn't want to.
Okay.
I was the first one. I like sprung my hand up
Hey,
and said,
hey,
me.
When I say not
Me.
initially, I was saying that at the same time, we're also gonna have a awesome episode of College Circuit.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And
yeah.
you want to have some great talent on College Circuit. You want to have some great kickers on the kickball
for
field.
for sure. You got to pick your battles.
I'll say this: I'm a pretty fast runner, not the best kicker, but I can catch like nobody's business.
Don't worry, I'm bringing the heft. I'm bringing the leg cannons. We're gonna be kicking some. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
We're gonna get cooked. But high hopes. High hopes at least. Very quickly, guys, I just want to remind you about College Radio Day specifically. I'm going to read my little blurb here. College Radio Day is here. Wolf Radio invites you to tune in to experience the voice of the people from September 30th to October 1st. Listen in on our 24-hour live broadcast where every student's voice gets to be heard. College Radio Day, where every voice matters. And when you look good, you feel good. When it fits good, you feel good. Now you can rep your favorite college station with our brand new merch store, powered by Ozer Apparel. Visit thewolfUWG.com and click about. We got 5 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I want to hear what you guys are thinking closing out on today's episode talking about meal plans. Any final thoughts that you guys have as far as meal plans? Any more advice you'd want to give? I think that the best case scenario is if you have the money and the resources, having a meal plan, not having a meal plan, it's pretty give or take depending on the type of person you are.
When you get your refund back, just like there's a lot of things you got to keep in mind. You want to be able, like, if you're living in an apartment, you want to make sure you've got money to pay for your rent. If you're not on the meal plan, you want to make sure you've got money. You're using that money wisely so you can get your food. And also hang out with friends, budgeting your money. Mm-hmm. When you receive back your refund, don't just blow it immediately. Try to use it effectively.
I know me. If I got money in my pocket, I'm spending it, which is not the best course of action. You do not want to follow my footsteps because money don't grow on trees. If you got money, you want to be able to use it responsibly and spend it on stuff that you need. If it's food, you need to be able to spend it on the right time, the right place, the right, circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But all in all, I feel like I enjoy having a meal plan, but then again, I might, after today, thinking about it, listening to all the budget-friendly meals, might have to reconsider. Might want to start chefing things up at the apartment. I don't know.
I'm telling you, you can get some good ravioli, some good pasta.
Dude, it's all carbs. It's all
That
carbs.
sounds good.
Carbs.
It's all about the
ramen,
carbs.
pasta,
Carbs.
lasagna. Yeah, it's all great. It's all good stuff. How are we on time?
We still got about 3.
3 minutes.
Anyone
Okay.
else got any thoughts?
Well, for me, usually I am also fine with a meal plan. As I said before, I am always moving from place to place, class to class. Usually, dining dollars are good for snacks and stuff. But also, I try to prepare because, I want to buy in bulk. Maybe Sam's Club, Costco. Get your snacks. Usually, anything on the go. But there is nothing wrong with having a home cooked meal. It is healthier.
For sure.
And you can regulate usually what you would eat as well. But I do feel like that most of the problems that I see is that people don't really know where to start. They feel like that eating is like this textbook kind of rule, pretty much. We always talk about, don't eat this, too many carbs. You're eating too many fruit, eat too much sugar.
You need more protein in your diet. Here's grams of protein in your tortillas or whatever.
Yeah, and obviously we should, of course, eat healthy. But you also want to make sure that you want to taste good, because let's all agree that you don't want to really eat some health-based food with no
Right.
flavor and it's like super expensive.
Yeah.
Pretty much, even though that it gives you the energy that you need, you don't really
Right.
want to sacrifice your taste or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, there's not really one right way to really begin a budget-friendly meal.
Oh yeah.
But usually, always do it in moderation, and usually you can do whatever you want in regards to how you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Food is like, it's so hard because everybody needs to eat, but like you don't want to eat too much, you don't want to eat too little. You want to be able to find the sweet spot, and getting caught up in, especially now when you're in college and like, if all you can afford is ramen, don't worry about the nutritional facts. You know, you're probably burning all of the carbs off walking to class. If you're
Right.
like me, I don't have a car, so I just walk to class, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go.
I have
eat.
a car. I'm not wasting the gas on it.
I'm gonna go eat a chicken sandwich and I'll go burn it off. Like, I'm chill. So yeah, I that's a good kind of way to think about it. Just figure out how to survive and eat, I guess, according to that. On that note, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode of College Circuit. Of course, don't forget, September 30th is when College Radio Day is going to be happening. We're going to be here. Definitely make sure to check that out. And definitely make sure to check out next week's episode of College Circuit as well. And on that note, guys, I think we are good to sign off.
Bye.
We will see you
Bye,
next time.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.